Greetings everybody. It's Christine Lease again, in a familiar place. Most of you guys that follow me usually are seeing me in the kitchen and cooking, and that's what we're gonna do today. It's been a little while. I've come to you guys a couple different times for various things, but today it is all about dinner time and simple, fast, easy dinners. I'm a little bit different. It'll be interesting to see you guys if I can see your comments. So we'll see. As you guys hop on, please go ahead and say hi. I'd love to know that you're there. I kind of have my iPad at a little bit different angle today. So we're going to see. Usually you're right there, you know, like, so if I look weird away from the camera, you're going to be like, you'll understand why. So for those of you, as you come on, please just say hi. How are you? Happy almost spring. I don't know about you guys in other parts of the country, but here in Iowa, normally it's so cold in February and it is so beautiful. I can't even believe it. It's beautiful, beautiful weather for this time of year. But I'm still kind of craving those yummy kind of comfort foods. So I thought I wanted to come to you guys to show you a super simple supper. It's actually one of the dinners from my cookbook. I'm just going to kind of show that to you. Those guys that do not know, this is my cookbook. Mom, can I take that for dinner? And this is definitely one of those things that my kids love to take the next day, if there's any left, which usually there's not. So again, my name is Christine Lease. I'm a certified holistic wellness coach, and I'm a real food educator. I have a passion to share, educate, and hopefully inspire you guys to live a real food lifestyle and to support you in that. So this cookbook is a tool, and you can see I have it like ear-togged already, you guys, and it's like already got junk on it. This is how cookbooks should be, right? They should be all goopy and yucky. So this is one tool that I love, that I have created. I'm so proud of it. It's only been out a little over a week, and I already sold out of what I kept here at my home, but it's on Amazon, so it's definitely still available to buy. But there's just people around me, they're like, I want to buy your cookbook, all that stuff. So I just wanted to show you guys one of the simple recipes, and what is so great about peppers and stuffed peppers in general is you can do so much with them. We live kind of at a time, and there's a lot of maybe fads, you can call it, but low carb eating and kind of cutting back on the carbohydrates. And I kind of believe in that. I don't think we need to have a heavy carbohydrate diet, but we still do need good complex carbohydrates, okay? To be really honest, fruit and vegetables, they're complex carbohydrates. They do have that complexity to them. But a lot of people don't want to necessarily, every time they have, want to have Italian, they don't always want to have pasta, so I get that. Whether there's a lot of different kinds of foods. Any sandwich you can actually make into a pepper as well. So I'm going to show you guys, or just kind of talk to you guys about a couple things. So as you guys come on, say hi. It's hard for me to see at this angle, so if you guys have questions, please post. I don't know if I'll be able to see them, but we will see. Okay, so this is just Italian stuffed peppers. What I actually did, and I'm hoping you guys can see okay, I actually made my pasta already, because that just takes a little time, and I didn't want to, bore you with that as you watch me. But this is just my as hamburger. It starts off by a layering of food, which you guys, and layering of flavors. It's kind of a basic concept. So what I did is just took some olive oil on a low heat, low to medium heat, just cooked onion and garlic, and let that kind of, get all soft and lovely. And then I put the hamburger in and sauteed all that as well, all together to cook it down. And then my recipe calls for mushrooms, but I didn't have any mushrooms. So this is a time where you kind of just wing it and you play a little bit. And I had some zucchini. So I just chopped up some zucchini and put it in here instead, one long zucchini. Just to bulk it up a little bit and give it a little extra girth. That's kind of why I put vegetables in pasta sauce anyway. And then I just added my cans of, actually did 1 can of crushed tomatoes, some tomato paste, a little bit of water, olive oil, and then my seasonings, okay? So that's the sauce. Now, here's the skinny, guys. If you don't want to make a sauce, not a big deal. You can definitely buy jarred sauce. Just make sure it doesn't have a lot of added sugars and stuff like that. But you can buy your pasta sauce. I used to. Now it's just super simple. You can actually even put this in the Instapot and cook it up like quickly as well. But I was home today, so I just cooked it on the stove top. So that's good. This is the innards. This is the inside guts. Now we're gonna do our stuffed peppers. As you guys can see, I already did some. All right, but I kind of want to show you the technique, so I saved one to show you. The thing with stuffed peppers is you want to make sure you have enough room to get stuff in it. Because if you were to just take like really tight and try and keep all the pepper, you're not going to have enough room. So you want to open mouth on that. All right, and you can save these if you do any composting, or you can actually put these in for your bone broth as well. You can save those. Or if you have a lizard like me, we have a lizard. Yes, we have a lizard. I just cut this stuff off and I'll chop it up and use that to feed the lizard. You know, always trying to be resourceful. All right, so peppers. You can use any color you want, green, whatever your heart contents. And the big thing with peppers is that actually I do try my best to buy organic. The only reason why is because now it's in the top 10 of the no list for heavily pesticide laden. So I do try to buy, if I can find it, I try and buy them. Trader Joe's almost always has them, so that's always a good resource. And they have these little packages. So I'm going to show you guys. I'm just going to come a little closer so I can show you. You're just going to take a small paring knife, give it a little jab here. Just be careful that you don't cut yourself. Wouldn't it be funny if I cut myself on TV? All right, round and round we go here. It's kind of weird. It feels like nobody's here. Hello. Anyway, it's a different time for me to be on too, so that makes a big difference. So you're gonna see you've got these innards and then you have the top. So what I do is I just kind of take it over a bowl here. I know you guys can't really see it, and you just pop it out and you just clean it out really quick. Super duper easy. You don't have to get it super clean, you know, having some of those ribs in there. Just try and get the seeds out. That's it. Then most of these are going to stand up on their own, which is wonderful. If for some reason you have a real wobbly one, you could just either slice the bottom a little to try and even it out, or you can just, when you're putting it in the pan, you're going to be able to stand it up. Okay, so I'm going to stuff these peppers really quick, and I'm going to show you how I assemble this. And oh, the pasta sauce smells so good. And if you have sauce left over, not a big deal at all. You can just save it, freeze it, and you can use it for lunch. Buy a noodle, or sorry, my daughter just walked in and scared me. Anyway, so I'm just going to take a little bit of this sauce, you guys, and put it at the bottom of the bowl, about a half a cup to a cup. You just want to coat the bottom, all right? You guys can see, you're just coating it. I'll just coat it really quick, and then I'll show you. A little bit more. It just kind of gives a nice little base at the bottom. You guys can see this is a Pampered Chef, what's it called? Pampered Chef people out there. Hi, Amy. Hi, Amy. Pampered Chef people, what's this called? The Crock Rock something or other. But anyway, it's their casserole pan. I love it. Stoneware. Love, love, love stoneware. Cooks super evenly. It's wonderful. So anyway, okay, we got that in here. Now I'm going to start assembling, and I'm going to try and show you guys as I go as best I can. Okay? All right, so you just literally are just stuffing, all right? We're just going to take this. Now, if you are not one that likes meat, no big deal. Just make it all vegetable. Not a big deal at all. All right? You can see it's stuffed. I'm just going to set it in here. And really, you guys, if you want something that has a little bit higher sides on it to put it in, because that's going to make it thing. So what else can you do stuff your peppers with besides Italian? If you love a Philly cheesesteak, you can easily take whatever you would make your Philly cheesesteak with and stuff this, all right? Onions and peppers and mushrooms with your, your beef and your cheese on top. It's beautiful, beautiful thing. You can also do taco-based ones with taco meat. If you love like Southwest jambalaya, you could, stuff it with beans and rice. All sorts of different choices that you can do. Anything that I can think of that would be either in a sandwich or maybe over a pasta sauce, you could try. It'd be super easy. Hello, Marcy. Sorry, I'm looking at my hands. Stoneware, yeah, it is a stoneware. That is an investment. I'm sure you probably have stoneware, Marcy. Most people have some, but it lasts so long. It's so easy to clean. It's not toxic. What I mean by that is there's no aluminum coming off. It's stoneware. It's just like stone. And it evenly cooks as well. You guys know I use my bar pan and all that kind of stuff as well. It's an investment, I know. So for those of you who are maybe get married or have a birthday or a Valentine's Day, go ahead, ask for this stuff. And for those of you who don't know what Pampered Chef is, it is a direct selling company, a party plan business, but you can certainly order stuff online. Just go to pamperedchef.com and you'll be able to see that. There's tons of consultants out there that would love to help you. So anyway, so stuffing, I'm going to just keep on stuffing you guys. You see, I have no cheese yet. You guys know I don't do cheese myself. I have a cheese intolerance for dairy cheese. So I just leave the cheese off and then put the cheese on individually. That's all, no big deal. Just going to keep stuffing this in here. And okay, so let's think of some make ahead ideas. You can easily make the sauce a day or two ahead of time, maybe on a Saturday when you're doing your meal prep. And then you can easily put this in the crock pot, you guys. The Instapot, you could do it. Yeah, you could fit it. It would round. You could fit it in a round circle and cook this in an Instapot as well. I have not tried that yet. So I should actually try that and see how it works. But you can easily put this in a crock pot too, I would say on the lowest setting, especially if it's going to be there all day. And it'll just cook down. Now, as you guys can see, I have some pasta left. So I can make a couple choices. I can either go ahead and just put some more sauce over it, which is probably what I'll do. Or you can just put it in a bag and whatever. Or if you have a bigger family and you want to make a couple more peppers, you can do that too. I just do 6 peppers because it's plenty for us. And you know what else I love about this? It's vegetables. I got vegetables in here. If they eat a whole pepper along with the vegetables I put into my sauce, I mean, they've got 2 servings at least of vegetables. And, you know, serve it with a salad and you're good to go. So here's what it looks like, you guys. I am literally just going to, I don't know where my top is, but I'll find my top, put it in the oven, and I'm going to cook that, okay? About 30 minutes. I keep looking at my fingers. Why do I do that? Because the sauce tastes so good. I should look at my recipe book. It'll tell me. Oh, that's what this is called. It's called a Dutch oven. In general, it's called a Dutch oven. That's not what Pampered Chef calls it. I can't think of the name of it. Pampered Chef people, what do you call it? Who's out there that are my Pampered Chef people? Anyway, 350 oven for 30 minutes. Okay, it does not take very long. I would say if you did this in an Instapot, half that time on your Instapot, you just set it and forget it and go. But like I said, you guys, I don't even need to set that right now. So, and another thing that you can do, you can also make this ahead of time, make it 2 days before, set it, put it down in the fridge, and then put it in the oven when you get home. There's lots of ways. You can even make this a freezer meal. If you use a foil pan, you could freeze it, then take it out when you're ready to use it as well. Okay, so there's lots of ways that you can make this even simpler than what it is now. I personally think it's so darn easy to make because you just put it in the oven and you're good to go. Okay, so and then about like 5 minutes before the end, I just sprinkle mozzarella cheese over the top. You can do just Parmesan, whatever your heart contents as far as cheese goes. All right, so that is the recipe, you guys. What's it called? Rock Crock Dutch Oven. Thank you. Yes, Marcy, thank you. I knew it was something something or other. So I'm going to put that in the oven. That is the recipe, you guys. Look how easy that was. I mean, yes, I made the sauce ahead of time, but if you don't want to make your sauce from scratch, just dump in. To be honest, it'll take you 10 minutes. You just got to ground the ground beef and throw the sauces in and the vegetables, and then you're going to be cooking it. So remember, you're going to be cooking it so the vegetables will get cooked even more. It is a very, very fast recipe and delicious. And if you have leftovers, they're great to take to the office the next day. All right. So I love that, and I hope that I inspired you guys to think outside the box a little bit and use peppers. I don't use it all the time, but when I am trying to just make a variety and maybe cut back on my carbohydrates, like my rices and my pastas, which I don't eat a ton of pasta anyway, it's just a really great way to get your vegetables into and spice things up. One of the recipes I kind of talked about, you guys, and I didn't put it in my book, in my cookbook, was, which I gotta find my cookbook, was like Philly cheesesteak. So if you did that, what I would actually do with your pepper is actually, because I've made them before, I would cut them the long ways, put the steak in, Philly cheesesteak fillings here, and then bake it with that on top. That is so good. That's just so fun. You know, or if you like any kind of sandwich, or Reuben, any of that stuff, you could easily make with a pepper. Oh, so yummy. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful for you. I'm trying to see inspired. You are awesome. Thank you, Marcy. Thank you, thank you. So for those of you who are my followers, I just love it. Thank you, thank you. I hope that you are part of my community, my Real Food community. It's just this wonderful group of people that I get to feed into and hopefully educate and teach you guys about the things that I'm learning about and the things that have worked for us and our family, especially surrounding eating real, wholesome food, okay? And some of those struggles that I found solutions for. So I actually have a e-magazine that I'm going to be putting out, and I send out just kind of news blasts about events that I'm going to be having, just all sorts of great stuff when you're part of my group. So as a gift to you guys, for those of you who are not a part of our community, our Real Food community, I would love it if you were. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post below here in the comments. You guys are going to see a way that you can sign up and get be part of my group. Be part of my, I don't want to call it a group, just be part of our community of learners, okay? And what you get for that, you actually get this recipe. Oh, you get the recipe without the cookbook. You get the recipe. You get a pretty picture, and it's just it's a little infographic that's got the whole recipe on it. You can keep it right on your phone and just save it, and it's yours, okay? You just have to click on the link and sign up. You gotta, put your email in and all that kind of stuff. And you're gonna get that for free. How awesome is that, right? Because I love giving to you guys, and this is such a great recipe that you can use for lots of different things. The sauce itself you can use for lots of different things. But for those of you also who have not had a chance to order the cookbook, easy peasy, all you have to do is go to Amazon. I'm gonna put a link for that as well. If for some reason you want a signed copy, which I would love it if you want a signed copy, I just think it's fantastic and I would love to send you one, why don't you just message me and I will send you a separate link for that. I don't want to put like 5 links in the comments because people get confused on that. So just send me a message if that's something that you want. If you want a signed copy, I'll make sure that I send you a link for that one because that's a little bit separate thing because I have to mail those myself because Amazon doesn't have my signed copies. All right, so that's what I need you to do. So for those of you who are not a part of my community, who are not receiving my emails and want to be, click on one link. And then for those of you who want to order a book, there's another link. It's simple and easy as that. And I would love to hear back from you guys, for those of you who've either tried this recipe or you're trying some of the recipes that are in the book. I would love to see it. Take a selfie with it when you get your book, or show me a picture of what you made, or maybe you've made it a different way. I would love to hear that because my goal is to hopefully get you guys to just have fun in the kitchen and kind of let go. Like today, when I didn't have the mushrooms and the recipe called for mushrooms, so I needed mushrooms. But what I did was oh, no big deal. I'll just switch it up and I've got X, Y, and Z. So I can put that in. So if I would have had more peppers, I would have put that in. If I would have had, oh gosh, you can even put spinach in it. You guys, I want you to play with your food. Oh, Marcy, absolutely. You know what? I will talk to you. I actually do not have any tonight. I have to look and see if I have any left, but I will make sure to get you one. Absolutely. I will bring you one for sure at church. So, what was I saying? I just went off on a thing. So anyway, I just want you to play with your food and not feel like everything has to be just so in a recipe. Okay, so there's some things that you kind of have to have. I had to have canned tomatoes, but you kind of have to have that, for tomato sauce. But there's some things that you can play with, and I would love to see. I have people in my life who love Mediterranean flavors, they love Indian flavors and curry, and they can make their own twist on things, and that's what I do when I read a recipe as well. So, oh yeah, yes, Rhonda, I would love that. I would love that. I'll message you guys. I will message you guys to make sure that we get you what you want. I would love it. So that is your job, you guys. And also, if you love this stuff and you love seeing new recipes, I'm going to be bringing more and more of this. For sure. But I would love it if you shared this. I am a big sharer. When I find something that I have found helpful and inspiring, I am sure to share it. So how do you share? How do you share maybe my video with somebody, or you share the cookbook with somebody? There's just a little button at the bottom of the video that'll be on my timeline. You just click share and you can just share it. I would love it. And I always love feedback. I love to know what's worked for you, maybe what takeaways you've taken. I love hearing that stuff. So it's not about me. It's just that way I know that the best way is to serve you guys in my community, because that's my job, is to serve you, inspire you, educate, and share with you, guys. So I think that is everything. I'm going to get my food in the oven. I'm looking to see. We got 10 comments. I don't know if I'm seeing everybody's, but anyway, so I'll respond if I haven't seen your guys' comments. Thank you for showing up today, and be sure and click on the links if any of those options are something that you need to. And to be honest, even if you're on my mailing list, you guys already, if you're part of my list and you want this, and you still want the free, lovely infographic recipe, just go ahead and re-sign up and you'll get it. It's not a big deal. You're not going to get 3 emails from me, just so you know. I'll combine everything. So if it is something that you want, you can certainly sign up again. I would love it. All right? So you guys make it a great hump day. I know Wednesdays are kind of like, we're almost to the weekend, but make it a great day. And we will talk to you guys really, really soon. All right? Thanks.